away. Without further ado, our speaker today, Mike Schoolman, President and CEO of Hampton Luxury Liner, as well as Classic Coach. You see their buses all over the place, but Hampton Luxury Liner is really probably the most luxurious bus liner in the country. You know, it's just incredible. In the back of the line, well, he'll tell you about it, but they actually have a snack bar in the back of the bus and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. He'll tell you about that. But he's here to speak about flash marketing on the web, and it's just incredible. And he's going to tell about how it's helped his companies and all the things that he's picked up learning this about advertising his company on these flash marketing sites. And it really has brought incredible business to his company and has been really a help to his clients. And I'll let him tell the rest. So without further ado, Mike Schoolman, President and CEO, Hampton Luxury Liner.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here and meet a lot of new friends and hopefully future business associates. Give a little bit of background on my company. We do motor coach trips to a lot of different destinations. We actually market two different brands. One's Classic Coach, the blue buses you might have seen on the road on the LIE before. We do 7 daily buses to Atlantic City. We do group trips for high schools, colleges, senior trips, all that kind of good stuff. We do service to the new casino at Aqueduct, right next to JFK, that is really popular with a lot of folks during the week. And we also operate Hampton Luxury Liner. Hampton Luxury Liner is known for just business class transportation. If I had the video, I show it to you. You can check out the website and get a chance. LuxuryLiner.com is all leather seats, free Wi-Fi, power outlets, snack bar, library, everything to create a nice business class environment. So it gives you a little background on the business we do. And for Luxury Liner, we do a commuter service between New York City and the South Fork and the Hamptons. We do wine tours from New York and Long Island to the great wineries on North Fork of Long Island. And we also do daily service from New York City to the shopping outlet, Woodbury Common Premium Outlets, which is one of the best shopping outlets in the country. And the presentation I have today is really about flash marketing and some things that I've learned over the last couple of years and things that have helped my business. Probably the main website you guys would think about when you think of flash marketing would be Groupon. And Groupon's a pretty interesting story. They started in 2008 by a graduate of Northwestern University, was a music major, and he had the idea of offering a pizza for half off and putting it on the web. And from that, in November of 2008, he reached $1 billion in sales faster than any other company in the history of the world, which is pretty interesting. Groupon really started the whole phenomena of flash marketing. Some of the things you'll see on Groupon, the most popular deals are things like spa deals, restaurants, sushi. You'll see all those kind of things on Groupon. They really started the big craze, which really made it popular for websites like Living Social and Travel Zoo and a lot of their competitors. Living Social is also a big competitor. They came out with a service actually that affected my business called Living Social Escapes, which is really the travel end of the flash marketing business. And they started advertising things like hotel stays and vacations, and that became really popular. How I got involved with it is we do a lot of business in Atlantic City. We actually got into the luxury liner business in 2009. We purchased it from another company. And I was doing a lot of business in Atlantic City and had a lot of routes from Long Island. And we started, we got a new contract operating 3 routes in New York City with Luxury Liner. And we didn't really have a huge advertising budget. You know, when you look at marketing in New York City, it just looks really daunting. It's like anything you do is going to cost an exorbitant amount of money. And we basically had a great program from the casino because the casino was really trying to incentivize people to come down. We were offering $5 tickets and the casino was paying us basically for the bus. So it was very popular, but despite... You want me to use this one? Oh, okay. Hello? Okay. It's okay. All right. Great. despite having $5 tickets, it was hard to get the word out to people. You know, we tried a couple forms of advertising, like, you know, Time Out New York and some magazines, and nothing was really working, despite the fact that it was such a great deal. We had luxury busts and said, hey, should be enormously popular. It wasn't until we really started working with some of these websites that we really saw a big uptick in travel, and then it really got introduced as a good way to launch a product or launch a service. The first example we had was actually with Daily News. We made a deal with Daily News where they marketed our tickets to the casino in a great package, and we sold about 1,000 tickets. And Daily News actually gave us for free 2 half-page ads. They put it on the front page of their website, and we got a lot of great exposure. And we were really amazed at the results. We said, gosh, this is great. We sold 1,000 tickets, and we were really struggling before then. As that happened, we immediately got a call from Living Social. And Living Social was probably at the time, still is, the #2 flash marketing website. And we put the tickets on Living Social at the time in just a 24-hour sale, and we sold close to 4,000 tickets. And it was pretty interesting to me because it's kind of a paradigm shift from traditional media where, you know, it would have cost me at least $25,000, $30,000 to get all those ads on Daily News, and they did all that promotion, front page of their website, which the net result of all that was 1,000 tickets, which I thought was wonderful. But just in a 24-hour period, we sold 4,000 on Living Social. I wasn't even that aware of Living Social or the power of it. And I said, gosh, that's pretty interesting. And now, it was easy for me to do these promotions because I had a subsidized product from the casinos, because they were basically subsidizing the cost of the ticket. So we were marketing, at the time it was $7 a person, and included a $10 food voucher and $5 of slot cash at the casino, and it was a wonderful offer. But it wasn't dramatically different than what we were trying to market to begin with, which is what the casino came up with. So I thought that was really interesting because it really showed that a traditional media powerhouse, where you would think, gosh, I have a service from New York City, I want to let people know about it, put an ad in the Daily News, put an ad in the New York Post, and, you know, Living Social outsold the Daily News 4-1, and that was definitely a big eye-opener for me. The feedback from the casino was very positive because at the time, going back last year, still is, you know, it's an economic recession. Atlantic City is getting hit hard by the recession. They do a lot of creative things to try to get customers to come down to the casinos, to enjoy the world-class boardwalk, to enjoy the gambling, the restaurants, the dining, and the entertainment. And it's becoming a tougher and tougher sell to get folks down to Atlantic City because of all the new casinos coming up in Pennsylvania, by Aqueduct, Yonkers. So Atlantic City's being more creative in attracting ways, and we work very closely with them, specifically Resorts Casino, to attract people. But they were happy with getting a lot of new customers, and it really helped. For us, it helped launch the service. It helped get the word out there. And we ended up selling, with this specific program, selling over 30,000 tickets, basically, that all filled up these buses the casino was paying for. So it was a win-win situation because the casino was happy because they have a big building with a lot of capacity. They have, you know, 1,000 hotel rooms. Other casinos have up to 2,000 rooms. It's a lot of capacity, and specifically a lot of unused capacity Sunday through Thursday. So instead of spending, you know, a couple $100,000 in advertising, which the casino did not have the money to advertise at the time, this was a way, you know, Groupon's free, Living Social's free. You're just giving up the commission to the website. So for this specific product, you know, it worked quite well. And we also went on to other websites such as Newsday. You know, Newsday is expensive. It's expensive for me. It's expensive for a lot of businesses. It's an effective means of advertising, but it's always challenging to, you know, quantify your return on investment. You're going to spend X amount on an ad. What are you getting back? How can you track it? Where do the customers come from? So Newsday's actually done, you know, quite a good job with their daily deal segment, and with the Atlantic City promotion, we got, you know, I calculated up to $80,000 worth of free advertising in the ads they physically put in the paper, from what I would normally pay for the ads, and they ended up selling 500 tickets, running for a couple of promotions, which was great. But it was really getting the word out there, getting your name out there, and I think that what's interesting is that it's not for everybody. Not every product works as well as a subsidized ticket to Atlantic City, but for any product, there's always a cost to marketing. There's a cost to putting an ad out on TV or radio. And I think the interesting thing that I learned was that this is where people are living and reading. People are living in their inbox. They're opening their inbox and reading it and seeing what's relevant. And there's some websites such as Living Social and Groupon where people will read that and just say, gosh, that's how I'm aware of something. That's how I know something's going on. It doesn't mean they actually buy it. It's just getting that exposure. So it's just you know, a tool for marketers to think about, to say, hey, I'm launching a new product, new service, I have a new restaurant, I have a different type of dish I'm trying to get out there, whatever it might be, it's a tool that could be utilized. You know, one specific example, we work with the travel segment of Living Social called Living Social Escapes. And the casino was very much trying to market rooms Sunday through Thursday. They have 1,000 rooms at resorts, and with the economies pretty empty. So we came out with a great offer for $125, included the room, included show tickets, included food, and we actually helped the resort sell 2,100 rooms, which was pretty good because at the time, the largest largest room seller was about 2,000 rooms. So we actually became the largest room seller at the casino just doing 1 week deal on Living Social Escapes. And of the 2,100 rooms, we sold over 1,000 tickets on the bus, which was good too because it was a national promotion. Living Social Escapes is advertised all around the country, and it's very popular, and it's actually taking market share away from websites like Expedia and Travelocity, sites like that. You know, which brings up the point about the travel business, is that the travel business over the web's changing a lot, and I experienced that firsthand with the Escapes promotion on Living Social. Is that if you look at Expedia actually eclipsed American Express Travel as the largest, not only online travel agent, but the largest travel agent in the world recently. And we do a lot of business with Expedia. We sell our tickets to the Hamptons every day, and we also sell our tickets to Atlantic City, which works well. And all these flash marketing websites taking a lot of market share from traditional online travel agencies. So Expedia actually responded and formed an alliance with Groupon, forming Groupon Getaways, where it's just another interesting way to sell travel. And what they found is that through flash marketing, through having these great deals, you know, it's been a big increase in business for the travel industry.